So for me, I think I'd like to build upon what you've both said. I think the idea is you have to come with an attitude of playing full out. This isn't just, your run-of-the-mill conference. This could really change your business. You could find those 2 millimeter shifts, the turning of the screw to really make everything ignite, to make your game, to make your business, the way that you serve your customers, go to that next level. And so I'd say, please, everyone, play full out. Really engage as if this was live. Bring your best selves, because this is when you get to shine. Now, one of the things that I'd like to mention and talk about is the idea that, we have relationships with our customers. We have relationships in our business, and as marketers, it's our job to do ethical selling. Our products, our services are out of this world. We are the best at what we do, people, and we know that. And we want our customers to really get the best value, the best experience. We want to change their lives as well. So come in here thinking not just about the relationship you have with your company, but the relationship you have with your customers and the relationship you have with yourself to go to that next level. Now, let's take, for example, in a relationship, there are 5 different things that we do to make other people feel valued. And they are giving compliments, they are giving gifts, they are giving time, giving service, okay? And also just being there and really helping someone feel valued. And you can do that with your customers. What I want you to think of is, how can you use these techniques, these tips, these tools to bring your customers' experience with you to the next level? Could it be for the compliment of making them feel they have a luxurious connection with you? That experience they're having with your brand is something they don't want to go anywhere else with. Could it be gift? Could it be that you're adding even more value, an extraordinary level of value? The gift of maybe something to help them use the products that you're selling, or maybe some more guidance or coaching to use those experiences that you're giving them. So how can you give extra value there? Time. How can you give that additional customer service by freeing yourself up with these marketing tools? Your attention, you should be majoring in minor things. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You should not be majoring in minor things. You should be making sure that all these things are ironed out. And with these techniques and tips you're going to learn today, you can free up your time. You can be the entrepreneur instead of the technician, and that will really go far. And then also having that physical connection with your customers. Some people, they don't like being messaged. We know that. But some people, they are begging for you. They've got their credit card. They're waiting for you to help them to go to that next level. And you are doing them a disservice if you don't bring your A game and bring them what they want. You want that raving fan culture that so many of you have already built. And our speakers today, they've generated millions in extra value, in revenue, not just for their company, their shareholders, but also for the people that need them most, their clients. Now, Amy touched that the pandemic has hit a lot of people hard, businesses and people. Now that we're coming out of that, it's our duty, it's our responsibility to contribute and to give back to our clients, to give back to the consumer. And so using the things we learned today over the next couple of days, we are really going to make that difference. Now, I want to think about on this idea of ethical selling. We know that there is emotional and we know that there is logical buying. We know there are people that want to really they need your service, they want your service, and they're waiting for you to bring it. But we also know there are going to be people that aren't too sure about what your product or service is, and they need your help to be able to bring these techniques to really convince them and to really let them know that it is safe, they're in capable hands. And that is why you, and I mean you, sat there watching me now, that is why you have come here, because you care. Now, just very quickly, I want to give you one more thing, just to ignite the way that you treat your customers, to really get the most out of what we're using today. Now, we as humans have 6 values, okay? Number 1 is certainty. Make sure you write this down, please. Number 2 is uncertainty. Number 3 is connection. Number 4 is significance. Number 5 is growth. And number 6, yes, we're on 2 hands now, is contribution. Now, I want you to think of how you can bring these values to your clients in the way that you're operating. Everyone has that need for certainty. What guarantee can you give them in the way that you market that this isn't just fluff, this isn't just spam? You'll bring them what they need to be able to consistently get the results that you are going to help them get. Number 2, that uncertainty. We all like a little bit of adventure. What can you do with these techniques to spice things up for them? What can you do to really bring them that offer they haven't had before? And some of our speakers today are going to be showing you how they did it. Number 3 is the idea of connection. We love our families. We love our teams. We are human beings. What can you do to make your client feel part of the family? They're not just raving fans. They are in on the action. They're part of your clubhouse. Make them feel invested. And we're going to be showing you that over the next 3 days. Then we have significance. We all have that need to feel special. We are all special, brilliant people. And it's your job to make your customers feel that way and to show them how you are going to be responsible for helping them get to that next level. Then we've got growth. Human progress is built upon that need to evolve. And today and the next 2 more days, you're going to be evolving your business. But how can we use the things that you learn to bring your clients up to that next level? We are all climbing that ladder together. And I really want you to think to yourself, these notes that you're going to write over the next few days, write them as if that you're teaching them to someone else. Because when you train your people back at your business to replicate what we're teaching you, you are going to blow your customers' minds. And the significance they're going to get from aligning with your brand is going to be out of this world. Then finally, coming up to 5, growth. Well, we just said growth, sorry. The idea that we're all growing together. And number 6 is contribution. Now, Shopping Gives is a great example of that. We're going to be showing you how you can not only ethically improve your business, but also the ways that you can make an impact. And from all of that, I mean, my goodness, I've got quite a few pages of notes. I've managed to whittle it down to a couple of things that really stood out for me. I mean, it seems at the end of the day, you find a problem to solve. And you test to see if other people have this problem too. And that sounds so rudimentary, but how many of us have gone, I love business, and ran in as soon as we put the customer first, as soon as we realize that we are here to help them, it's not about us, it's not about money, it's about them. That's when we really start to get things to rocket and take off to a whole new level, because you have to be authentic about your values. And you have to have them resonate with your target market. Now we're in the age of value-based purchasing. You have to think to yourself, it's not enough to have a service or a product for your customer. Think why a customer would have a different emotional connection with your product. So let's say, this is like desert island discs. They go to a desert island. Why should they bring your product or service to them to this island? How can you create a deeper emotional connection? And to do that, you have to get a bit uncomfortable and try something new. Could it be new platforms? Could it be new products? Solve new problems for the customer and break your dogma. If the pandemic has taught us anything, then we need to adapt and change. In fact, one thing that blew my mind was the idea of targeting micro-influencers. They might have a small following, but my goodness, that following, they mean so much to these people that, you can get that reach, you can get that engagement that you wouldn't normally be able to get to such a high level by going through these micro influencers. Because look, customers are going to become your evangelizers. If you ask them for feedback, if you listen to what they want, and then make products for them, the same way as these micro influencers keep having them coming back and back for more, then you're going to have a real loyal fan base. And finally, 2 words, just 2 words that I couldn't believe, so simple, but put them together, almost like a contradiction. Agility and patience. We work fast. Look, the results might not come fast. We really want to steam ahead, but we still have to be patient that these things do take time. Now, for example, focusing on yourself and your personal development to become a great leader, because that's when things really happen in the business. If you're that bottleneck, things can really come down to you. Now, I'll put my hand up, and I found this out, and I think a lot of us have. We make all these mistakes, but what if there was more of us because we worked on ourselves more, and we found someone that's already done what we're trying to achieve, and we just model them? Success leaves clues. And I think we go ahead in our businesses so much that actually we forget to look around and reach out to other people. Entrepreneurship can be really lonely, but there's so many other people going through the same thing at the same time. Reach out and collaborate. That's where your power can really lie. And people say the bigger the company, the bigger the problems, right? Well, that's a great sign of growth, because you get to choose your problems. So if think of the problems you had when you were starting the business. I'd rather have these ones now. All right, there's more skin in the game, but see how far you've come. So we're all gonna have problems. It's just choose which ones are gonna matter to you. Now, there was one of the I think it might have been No, I can't remember who it was. But so basically, this is a quote that I've nicked now. I've taken this one. Fail fast, fix fast, learn fast.
Oh, that's
It's taking in what we were talking about yesterday. We mentioned the idea of agility and patience.
Yeah.
These two words that sound like they cancel each other out, but actually they work in tandem. And when you have that mindset of fail fast, fix fast, learn fast, then you know that this is just part of the journey. And especially when you're going for things that are sustainable, there isn't an end destination. You know, there isn't a set point. The goalposts keep changing, and they should. Think of how we viewed sustainability 10, 20 years ago. Look at it now. Look at the changes because of the pandemic. We need to keep on pushing for more sustainability and changing those goalposts, because that's part of evolution, and that's what human beings are great at. Now, speaking of evolution and things that are great at, I want to find out how we've done for points today.
Ah, good.
Come on, Amy, break it down.
Good throw. All right.